Hello everyone, and welcome to the first video in a series that we're calling The Beginner's Guide to the Piano. By the end of this video, you'll learn how to play basic scale, one of the most important and fundamental techniques in all of piano playing. You'll learn the best way to start becoming familiar with the piano, and you're going to learn 3 things that are going to instantly make your improvising sound really good. Let's get into it. Alright, so the first scale we're going to learn is the C major scale. It's a very easy scale. And the first thing we have to cover are the numbers of your fingers, right? So your thumb is number 1, pointer finger is number 2, middle finger is number 3, ring finger is number 4, and then your pinky is number 5. And the same goes with your left hand. Now here's how you play the scale. If you take your right thumb and you put it on a C, any C on the piano, looks like this. You go 1, 2, 3, and then your thumb's gonna go under, and you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's it. And then you go back down, you just go 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. It's that simple. For your left hand, it's going to be a mirror image of your right hand. So it's going to be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross over with your third finger, 3, 2, 1. And then you go back down, 1, 2, 3. Cross under with your thumb, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's an example of both hands doing the scale. Now this scale is going to be really useful to you as you learn already written songs and as you improvise, because it's going to get you used to running up and down the piano really quickly. So I'd highly suggest you practice this at least once or twice every time you sit down at the piano. Alright, now the second thing we're going to talk about is the best way to start learning the piano when you're first starting out. And I firmly believe that the best way to start learning the piano is by improvising and playing around on it. Maslow's hierarchy of needs says that creating is the highest level of understanding. So just kick it off with playing around and improvising to get familiar with how the piano feels, and then you'll also start figuring out how music works intuitively as you do it. So as you start learning theory, you have a way to apply it, which is going to be really exciting further down the road. Alright, let's get into the 3 things that are going to take your improvising to a next level instantly. So the first thing I would recommend would be to come back to C fairly regularly. If you start improvising on the white keys only at first, which I would recommend, you're going to be in something called the key of C major, right? And just like any good story, music tends to begin and end roughly around the same place. And so as you're improvising and you come back to C and you make C an important note, and C looks like this, by the way, that's gonna give your improvising a real sense of cohesion. All right, now tip number 2 is to try this bass line that I'm about to show you. So I'm gonna explain it here and then I'm gonna show you on the piano. So if you take your left hand and you put your thumb on C, here's the bass pattern. 1, 4, 3, 5, 1, 4, 3, 5, and on it goes. And really, once you get this down, you can start playing with those in any order you want. Now let me show it to you on the piano. The third tip I have for you guys is something called the 1, 2, 3 method. Now this is a practice that's very old in music, and basically what it is you do 1, you rev up your engine, 2, rev up your engine, and then you go on 3, just like it's a race. So you do like a little motive, a little theme, come back. Another little motive, come back. And then you take off on it. If you want to listen for this in music, listen to almost any major theme John Williams has written in the big movies that he's written for. It's everywhere. Listen to Mozart. It's in his music a lot too. But here are some examples of me playing some very simple 1, 2, 3 goes on the piano. that's it. It's that simple. You have already learned how to play your first scale. You've learned the best way to start getting familiar with your piano. And you've learned 3 things that are going to instantly make your improvising skills start sounding really good, even though you just started on the piano. If you want to take the next step in learning the piano, go ahead and sign up for a free trial lesson with the link that's provided below. Once you fill that out, we'll get you hooked up with a teacher, and you can try a trial lesson completely risk-free. And if you want to continue, we can get you signed up for regular lessons, and you'll see dramatic progress in your piano playing. I'll see you next Saturday for video number 2 of the Beginner's Guide to Piano. See you later.